I'm gonna have to start oh, I privated so many goddamn videos that in order I definitely was not trying to come to YouTube. When I start hours and hours of fucking videos and lives and music streams and chats and shit, I said 885 videos and 885 private lives. God damn. I can't even say it. Shit. 885 885 lives and videos that are privated, 62 that are members only. Like, there's like 10,000 fucking watch hours in all them goddamn videos. 8 hours, 7 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. God damn. That's do I got it on here? Because it keep trying to reset on me. I think it's all right. I got to go pick up that medicine. So, that's a lot of videos. That's a lot of videos. That's a lot of work. If I unprivate those videos, the hours still won't come back. So, I would have to do it all over again. Channel and killing your fucking vibe. Killing your channel. Make you have to, private your videos. And all of that bullshit. That's a channel killer. I will say this, like, I want to be a paid partner in the YouTube paid partner program. Work, go right down the drain. Bubbly, 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 bubbly. Go right down the drain. Right down. To be more careful, I'm telling you now. That's some shit. I can't even say it. That's some shit. Anyway, last night, after I got off work, it's about 12:30, quarter to 1. It's cold in the motherfucker out here. I mean, it was cold. 17, 16 degrees, right? So I say, well, they got a winter overflow shelter. Shit. Let me tell you something. Some people feel like they too good for some shit. Your pride, you can't set your pride aside. I went in that damn shelter and that shit looked like a mini motherfucking pod in the prison. It looked like the new Orange is Black shit. It looked like they had bunk beds, right? All right. Like, seriously. Bunk beds. In a big ass room. Bunk beds in a big ass room. When you come in the motherfucker, you got to go through the metal detector. They got to damn near do a cavity search on you. Certain shit you can't bring in. They check you, right? Woo is all I can say. Listen, I got a newfound respect for people that say they go to a shelter. I got a newfound respect for them people. I'm telling you that right now. Cause I walked to that motherfucker and the man said, you can go get, clothes, shit that you shower. I shower at Planet Fitness every morning. I even go down there and get a little workout in, just a little 15, 20-minute workout, half-hour workout on a treadmill to keep my legs going. and that's really low impact. Um, but so the man said, well, you can go out to your car, you know, and go get your, clothes, change your clothes, whatever it is, you want to bring it here. I ain't going front. I walked out that motherfucking door, got in my motherfucking car, and did not go back in there. I'd rather sleep in the confines and privacy of my motherfucking car. I ain't even going front, man. Hell no. That shelter looked like a fucking adult juvenile center. I mean, when I say these people, no. You can tell these people they was mental shit going on, drugs. You could tell it was all fucked up because these people looked all fucked up. The smell, it smelled like old spoiled clothes. Old spoiled clothes. I don't know what else to call it. Old mildew smelling. A strong attempt to cover up funk, piss, badussy ball. It was a smell. I just gotta keep it 100. Nah, nope. No. Ooh, that man said, well, you don't have anything with you. I said, no, everything's in my car, Well, you can go out, to the car and, get what you need, like, so you can shower in the morning, bop, right? So, but first of all, they took me in on that tour. All right, let's go with the bathrooms. Bathrooms are an OCD thing for me. It's an OCD thing. It's an OCD thing. I know it sounds crazy to put your bathroom in that category, but I'm gonna tell y'all for real, bathrooms are OCD for me. Every crib I've ever lived in, my bathrooms were immaculately clean. You could not see a speck of nothing. I would go get a brand new toilet seat every 3 months. I'm keeping it real. I would go take that old toilet seat off. In every apartment I ever lived in, I swear I would go and buy 4 toilet seats. That means that I'm changing the toilet seat, the actual toilet seat that's screwed onto the toilet. I removed that motherfucker 4 times in a year, every apartment I've ever lived in. And it just be me in the bathroom. My tank, on the inside of my tank, I ain't bullshitting, I would put Clorox in that motherfucker, straight Clorox in there, and let it sit before I even move in the place. My toilet tank, I'm talking when you lift up the lid, that motherfucker be brown and black and shit because it be old. No, I asked landlords, can I replace this toilet and make it brand new? I will buy it myself. I will pay to have the maintenance person put in the toilet. It's something about toilets, tubs, and sinks in the bathroom that has me OCD. I cannot. Like my floor, around the tub, around the toilet rim, all on the floor, all that shit. I can't. I got to clean it. If I'm in there, all right. This is just me. In my house, my kitchen, and my bathroom. That motherfucker got to be clean. Now, my bedroom might be tore up from the floor up because that's where I spend most of my time at. But my living room, I don't be in the living room. If I have a dining room, I don't be in the dining room. That motherfucker be like it'd be perfect. Don't nothing be wrong with it. Everything has its place. Everything got its place. If my stove, I don't give a fuck. If it's an old stove, I will ask the landlord, can I buy a new stove on me? You can keep it after I leave. I go buy a new stove. Like literally, I asked them, can I buy a new stove? I OCD on shit. Bathrooms and kitchens. My bathroom and kitchen gotta be right. It's got to be right. It ain't gonna work if it ain't right. That's why I can't do certain shit. The shelter. The shelter. That man said, go out to the car and go get your stuff. All right. After I took a tour. The shower. Nah. Looked like wiped over dirt from a time before. Looked like it was real used, like that old towel, you know, that square towel with the grooves in it, like it was old, like it was old. And it was the smell. Underarm piss shit funk smell that looked like they tried to put some Fabuloso on that motherfucker. It was just mm-mm. Mm-mm. My hat go off to people who gotta stay. But in real life, y'all, for real, in your own city, if you ain't in a domestic violence situation where you getting your ass whooped, if you ain't on heroin, crack, cocaine, dope, or whatever, if you ain't facing some kind of recovery type situation, the motherfuckers ain't gonna help you. If you single with no kids, the motherfuckers ain't gonna help you. They gonna send you to a place like what I just seen last night. I said, okay, is this it? Well, I went out to my car, got in my car, started the motherfucker up, and pulled the fuck on off. No, thank you. I know it's 17 degrees outside, but guess what? Mm-mm. I'd rather stay in my car. It's too many people with too many different things going on with them. I mean, it's just too many people. And then I got to thinking like, damn, this is the winter, right? These people have survived through the summer and everything else, but they can't find no places. But then I seen a lot of regular people, like normal, ain't nothing wrong with them, don't look like they drugged out type people. Now, this is for single women. Listen, man, all I can say is the world, at least in the USA, we're a third world country. We are a third world country. When you see all of those people in there, and we talking about that's 100-bed facility, and they like bunk beds in the middle of a big ass warehouse, right? And yeah, and you suffering, pretty much. You're suffering, and to know just in there in that little bit of time when I came out and I was getting in my car, there was two girls, and I was getting out of my car. She said, "Did you see that?" I got in my car. The girl said, she said, "It's cold as hell out here, but did you see that?" And I said, "What, y'all in there? Y'all sit in y'all car contemplating whether y'all gonna go back in there?" She said, "Yeah, you know." And I said, "Look, man, I understand that we in the mud, we in the trenches of life and going through a set for a reset or whatever it is. But man, look, your car is cleaner, safer, and more comfortable than going in there living in a big ass motherfucking room with 100 bunk beds in the bitch. I'm sorry. Shelter life would be an end and a motherfucker. No way. And it's cold out this motherfucker, but guess what? I'd rather stay in my car. Thank you very much. I can tell you this sometimes, though, like through the night, while trying to attempt to fall asleep. Because sometimes you do have a difficult time falling asleep in your car. First of all, you got to remember it's not comfortable. Second of all, you got to remember that all your stuff, for me, my stuff is organized in my trunk. So there's lots of space in my car. I don't have things all everywhere, but it's safer. I'm sorry. When you get ready to go to sleep, when you get ready to go to sleep, you most definitely have to pray. I don't know if you're a praying person, but you have to pray. You have to pray yourself to sleep because I parked in a new area, which is sort of like, how when you move into your house or a new place and you got to get comfortable with it and used to it. Same way. You don't know whether a cop gonna come past, say some shit to you. You don't know, right? The danger is not finding, or the needle in the needle is not finding a needle in the haystack is not finding a place to park. That's easy. It's finding a place that where there's a building in the front to block some of that wind off. If there's an underground garage that's free to park, it's hard to find that. But if you find a spot, well, for me, I got one spot, and that spot been cool for 20 days. So yeah, it's finding another spot, and then you gotta really black out your windows. Like, I cannot express to you how important it is that you black out your windows. You have to put something over top of your window so can't nobody see inside your car. You really got that's your privacy. When you put the shades out the window, when you got your windshield, keep your front windshield clear so you can see, right? I would park my car backwards, like, so that my back windshield is covered, right? And the front windshield is open. But just if you got a 4-door, your 4 windows, and your passenger, front passenger, back, rear, all of that, cover it. Can't nobody see inside. Block it out. Meaning, even if you had to get, like I did, a poster board and measure your car window out and cut that motherfucker and wrap it up in black duct tape so that when you put it up against the window, it stick. I could show you better than I can tell you. People think that shit crazy as hell. Nah. I went on YouTube to find that shit. It's real. Hold up. That motherfucker looks like this. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. It's the shape of my window. I put black duct tape on it. See, it's the shape of my window, right? I put black duct tape on it. Now, here go my window. See how I can see everything out that motherfucker, right? And everybody can see me. But what I do, hold up, is I take that motherfucker. You see it? That's what I do. Look at that. Look at that. All the way down. You just tuck, 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 tuck. That's it. You blacked out. Can't nobody see you in here. Can't nobody see you. The outside is black. So, the outside of it is black. So when you put it up at your window, it's black. Look, I had to go fancy and go get some shit from the Dollar Tree to make it look like something. What was I thinking, y'all? What was I thinking? That's that DIY shit up in me. Anyway, but you see how I did the bottom of it? That's duct tape. And you see how the material sticking out? That's for my tuck. Tuck, 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 tuck. Look at that. In the corner. In the corner. Tuck, tuck. And I'm blacked out. That's what I would have to do to that window, and the other back window. Okay? It's just very important that you black out. Can't nobody see in your car if you black out. Then the daylight don't get to you. You black out. Once you put all your stuff in the car, seriously, and you black it and keep your windshield, your front windshield, keep that motherfucker clear so you can see. But everything else is blacked out. When you get to your back window, just get a piece of material, right? Put it up there just to stop the wind. Why they call a window? Why is a windshield a windshield? It's to protect you from the wind, right? Window, windshield, all that shit means something right now to me. I never thought about it like that before. But living in your car, you will find innovative ways to keep your shit straight. And people talking about, oh, just go to a shelter. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, but no. No. At least not that one. Now, there might be one better. Maybe, I don't know. All I'm saying is that no. That would be an N and a motherfucking O. And them two girls that I seen outside, I was like, the girl said, did you see that? I said, yeah. Yeah, I seen it. Can I believe it? Nope. Do I think it's fucked up? Yep. Anybody that's in there, look, man, they got it. They good. I mean, good. I don't know if that's bougie. I don't know whether that's pride. But looking at them two girls, she said we were roommates in their house. Caught on fire and the landlord didn't have insurance and whatever. They was left out. College students. One girl, they both work. They in the one girl's car. And she said, it's cold out here. I said, well, she said, where do you park at? I told him, I don't know. She said, this is where we park at. So she showed me the place. That's where I stayed at last night. But nah, the spot I got is better than that. The spot I got by the river is way better than that. But that shit at that shelter looked like a warehouse. A warehouse, and they put like 50 bunk beds in that motherfucker, make 100 beds. And people got they made the bottom bunks look like tents. So if you got a bottom bunk, then you able to put covers and sheets and things like that around. Boy, Lord, I know I got to save money and I know I need to be in this situation, but I swear, man, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. Like, ain't no sense in me going over how I got here or why I got here. But the fact is the matter is that I'm surviving while I'm here. And I appreciate the God bless the child that got his own type thing. I'm glad I'm not on drugs. I'm glad I'm not. If all I got to endure, if all I got to endure, sleeping in my car in order to get to the next level or to get to the next space. Look at the car went from what? Just from one wind being blacked out. I swear to God. Right? Look the dimness in the motherfucker. Jesus, Jesus, and thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad and happy and appreciative of what I got. I could not have nothing. Ain't no sense of me dwelling on the fact that, you know, I'm going to give a 50-50. Well, no, I ain't going to give a 50-50. 25% is my older sister's fault. 25% is my mom's fault. The other 50% is my fault. I'm going to take half the ownership on the situation that I'm in, right? But I'm glad to know that it ain't 100% down on me. I left. I left Fort Wayne under my own direction, right? From what I believed was supposed to happen, okay? Everybody flipped on me. That's fine, right? But I'm going to take half of the blame because I'm the one that made the decision to leave Fort Wayne, to leave my stuff, to leave everything for the greater good of my mom, right? So ain't no sense of me dwelling on the shit. It's just like, get out of it. What you got to do? What you got to do to get out of it? Well, you got to make sure your job is intact. Okay, that's cool. Make sure you get a little payment. That's cool. You know what I mean? I don't get a check. So I got to work for mine, right? Make sure you got a little job to bring in a little something. As soon as I go to look for another thing, I'm thinking I might have to relocate, move, okay? Then it changes day by day. But it's all a setup to make you more permanent. I promise you. If I relocate again, I ain't moving no more. If I relocate again, if I ever have to relocate again, it will be to a warmer climate. If I have to locate again, or if I have to move again, it will be to my own crib. If I got to move again, it will not be under the direction or the guidance of anybody else except for me. I will never believe in the motherfucker again. I will never believe. You know that's bad when you can't believe in your own sibling and your own mother. I will never believe in nobody. Believe they word. I will never believe their word again. Ever. People say, oh yeah, you always got a spot here. I'll never believe that shit again. Ever. I will never believe the word. Now that's me at 62. I have a mindset of like, people really ain't fucked up like that. Nah, they ain't gonna do no shit like that. Nah, they really genuine in how they feel. Nah, that ain't it. Shit. Once a motherfucker show you who they are, believe they ass is the first damn time, please. That's the lesson. Like, I already had that lesson up in me, but that shit is in concrete stone now. When a motherfucker show you who they are, believe them the first time. Don't think they gonna change because they not. It just gets worse. You can't believe a motherfucker and what they say. You can't believe in their word. You can't believe in none of that because no longer their people's words they bond. That used to be the thing that you only had was your word. But now your word ain't even worth shit. Don't believe the hype. These motherfuckers out here in the world, even your mother, your brother, your father, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your nieces, and all the motherfuckers. Don't believe the hype. Your family will cut you quicker than a cat can lick his ass. They will put you in situations and in situations that you be thinking, what the fuck? Like I am right now. But I'm not dwelling on it. But when I think about what I looked at last night, them people, alcoholic, drugs, looking like they've been drugged through. And I'm saying I'm older than these motherfuckers. Look like they done been through something. You've been through a lot. And then the ones that be on drugs, you know what I'm saying? They've been on drugs for so long, but they ain't never had a stable place to stay, right? And it's like you gotta be up at 5 a.m. You gotta be out and you can't come back until 10 p.m. Like, really? I'd rather stay in my car. There's a certain time when you go to wash the clothes. I'm like, they tore me. This at 1 o'clock in the morning. You can tore. I'm like, oh no. I bet you they get a lot of people. They run off of there and say, okay, I'll be right back, and then don't come back. This is an overflow shelter for just the winter only. After the winter, it don't be there. And in order to get any help, you got to say you in a domestic violence situation or you on drugs trying to recover. The only other way is that you a senior citizen over the age of 55 and have been misplaced due to rent increases and the aftermath of COVID. That's what I came up under. But that shit looked horrible. This will forever be etched in my memory. I will never forget this. I will never forget this. Like, I forgive my mother and I forgive my sister for being turncoats and shit and fucking with my motherfucking stability, you know. But like I said, I'm going to take 50% of it is on me. Because I should have never trusted and should have never believed in that word. That word from those mouths have crossed me before. Once people show you who they is, no matter if they family or not, believe them, believe them, believe them, believe them, believe them, believe them. I would not want nobody to go through this. This is not for the weak. This ain't for the weak. You got to be a strong motherfucker to go through this shit. In order to keep your mind right, you got to have your wits about you and you got to be a strong motherfucker to endure this shit. I'm in all at myself for being able to laugh to keep from crying. You could easily go into depression in this situation. You could easily go into depression. Easily. I could see somebody in a situation like this feeling like they ain't got no way out. If you don't keep your wits about you and keep moving in an upward steady pace, this could be your demise. This could put you in a frame of mind where you can literally lose it. You can like literally lose it. Tears will stream down your face, but you won't cry. Do that make sense? Tears will stream down your face, but you're not crying. Like in your head, you are not crying, but on your face, there are tears. Don't believe the hype. Everybody is just a paycheck away or a month away from being homeless or out of their spot or unhoused or whatever. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. One thing that I learned, and I think this is the most important lesson, never leave the stability of your own shit, even if it is your parent. That's true. Never, ever jeopardize your own shit, even if it's your parent. Now, I'm saying that meaning if you got a relationship where you have seen fuck shit before go on in your family from your parent, from your siblings, same rule applies. When motherfuckers show you who they are, believe them the first time. Just because it's your mother, just because it's your brother, just because it's your sister, don't mean that they right. When the motherfuckers show you who they are, believe them the first time. In life, you have seen, I have witnessed the same type behavior, just not the same situation. This part is a dire situation. This part is a part where everybody hide their hands, put their head in the sand, and act like this shit ain't happening. They don't want to see you are partially responsible for the situation. But decisions that I make for myself are for me, to make me comfortable. And you don't have to be nowhere uncomfortable, right? If I feel like I'm being taken advantage of, or I feel like somebody's talking some shit, or not treat me, or not being fair, or anything like that, I get ghost. See, you ain't gonna have no thing over my head and then try to act like you the boss of the cause and all of that shit. Nah, I'll roll out on your ass. I'll roll out on you. You ain't about to rule over me. Nope. No way, no how. Motherfuckers show you their ass. Believe them. When they show you their ass, believe them. Believe them. Believe them. Although it may make your heart heavy, because it do make my heart heavy. It do make my heart heavy, but this is the thing that gets me. Is after a couple days or after 20 days, you understand, or even in a month or whatever, then the case of the guilt may kick in, and then a contact or a phone call or whatever could be made. But I'm forever changed. I'm forever changed. A change has happened, and it's not a temporary change. No matter how badly I would love to have a close knit family, I don't. I'm not I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. Yeah, I'm disappointed. Maybe hurt. I'm disappointed and my feelings are hurt. There it go. I'm emotionally hurt. My heart ain't broke. I'm just emotionally hurt. And even though I'm 50% responsible for the move I made, I don't regret it. I have no regrets. Okay, I don't have no regrets because I know I did it for the right reason. But I'm disappointed in the I'm disappointed in mm, I'm disappointed, I think, in myself because I believed it. When I should follow that rule. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time they show you. I seen that years ago. But why did I think it would change? Like, because I keep thinking God can change people and their actions. You be really wanting to believe that. Even if it's your mother, you want to believe that, right? But no. This shit right here. mm, mm, This shit right here is a different level. It's a different level of disappointment. It's a different level of disappointment. What's up, Renee P? Thank you for saying hi. Good morning. Bartender. I like the bartender. I remember I used to play that for you all the time. Man, Renee P, this is some bullshit here. Just right in this moment. I'm like, I'm hurt. Just be real. I'm hurt. I'm hurt because they did me like this. I'm hurt because I'm in this situation, y'all. I can't. I wish I could, like, overlook, like, certain shit. When people say shit to you and it's your mom. You know what I mean, Renee P? Not every day I feel like this. Not every day. But today, after last night seeing that shelter and seeing how them people is living, it's like a refugee camp, man. It could be 5 degrees below zero. You hear me? That's how bad that place look. I have never, ever, ever felt so disappointed in two people in my life. And I think it hit a little different because it could be worse. It could be worse. But I ain't sad. Oh, Jesus. I ain't sad. I'm just disappointed. Because never did I think, like, I would be almost 30 days. Some of this is because I have to save money. Because now that I know I'm going to stay, I got to find a place. So I got to save money. Now it's getting down to the nitty gritty. Here's the nitty gritty right here. This is when I got to really do it. I can't be playing around with it. I got to take every single paycheck I got and I got to find a place. Good thing is I got a job. Good thing is I can keep both jobs. Meaning I can do both of them and still work my campaigns and make the money. So it's 2 part-times that make a full-time. But I'll be working all the time. So there's no day off. There's no day off. So instead of doing, well, yeah, there's no day off. because Mondays is an automatic close. Tuesday through Friday is 5 hours. And then the housing authority job is the weekend 4 to 12 or midnight to 8. I'm just glad I got an income. But this shit is fucked up. I'm trying to keep my wits about me though. But that shit I seen last night, that shelter, ooh, I wouldn't put that on nobody. Amen, Renee. Amen. It's irreparable damage on the relationship with my mom and my sister. My mom, I can kind of like understand it because she been like that all her life and she older and stuck in her ways. My sister, my older sister, that's the one I believed in. Like when I tell you, I had the highest amount of respect for my sister. It's my older sister. She took care of us. I believed in her more than I believed in anybody else. She's the only one that could have persuaded me. Right? Right, Renee? She the only one that could have persuaded me to do this. Because under no other circumstances would I have made that move. So when I think about it, my disappointment is really not in my mom as much as it is in my sister. Because she asked me. I didn't expect me to act like this online. My bad. But I'm in good spirits though. I just keep my head up. I keep on going. I keep on moving. But it was that shelter for me. Ooh. Ooh. It looked like ooh. Like I didn't even sleep good because in my mind I kept going over what I seen. Jesus. We in trouble as a country. Seriously, we in trouble. We in big trouble. I see the lady in there look like what nothing wrong with her. Right? Looked like she was kind of glad to see somebody with a face like mine. To steer you from your upcoming. Yep. Yep. That's true, Renee. That's true. Oh, Jesus. Looked like that lady was like kind of glad to see somebody come in there, that looked at normal. Looked like she was about maybe 70, 72, 5, something like that. There was a couple people in there who were not in there for being on drugs or getting beat up or that like that. There's a senior side, and she was on the senior side, and that's the side they was showing me. Now those sides didn't have bunk beds; they were just straight beds on the floor, on the on the bunk. But the lady looked at me and she said hello, and I said hello, and I think she was just glad to see somebody that looked normal. Because those people in there look like something's wrong. They look like they had been through something. And the looks on their face look like they had been worried for a long, long time. So a flash came over, my picture came over. I don't never want to look like that. Maybe I might have PSD. And usually, I know I do have it. Usually shit don't hit me until like after the storm, after I've weathered the storm, and then in the quiet time when I look back over it, then that's when it hit me. But looking at them people in that shelter last night, looky here. Whoa. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Exactly. That was just I didn't even know I was going. And look here, just talking about it, man. Them people look fucked up in there. It ain't funny, but goddamn, they looked fucked up. And I'm saying to myself, like, these is people older than me. I'm 62 and they 75, 77, 80. They even had a lady in there that was 80 years old. You truly a senior, right? No job. Can't live off of the Social Security that they receive. They can't pay the rent because the rent's too high. They can't keep up with their lights and their gas. They ain't got enough food to eat. They don't qualify for all these different ass programs, and they're senior citizens with nowhere to go. They don't make enough. Section 8 ain't got a list long enough. They ain't got no senior dwelling. They ain't got nothing. Like, these motherfuckers is fucked up. Jesus be a fence. But seeing that nice looking older black lady, I could just imagine what her story is. But god damn. Oh, Jesus. Help them. I feel so bad. I wish I could help them. I just wish I could help them. Like, I wish I could, like, I wish I could buy an apartment building that got like 20 apartments in it and renovate that shit. And then, help people find places to live. Because it's in the dead of winter. It's like 9 degrees outside. Like, where the fuck would they go if they have no car? I mean, what kind of world is we living in? They have increased the rent to the point where people can't even afford to live. Oh. Ooh. Jesus. Renee, I'm praying for her. Excuse me. I did not mean to cry, Jesus. It ain't funny. Oh, see them 2 little young girls out there, the little college girls out there. Apartment caught on fire. Landlord, they had no insurance and they out. United Way helped them for a little bit, but these is college girls that's working little waitress jobs. Damn, I'm blowing my nose hard too. They got waitress jobs, 1 bedroom, decent. around here is running you every bit of $900 a month. That's just a one bedroom. Now, if you want to go to a rat trap or a roach motel, hotel, apartment building, yeah, you can get one for about 6, 7. But if you want to live all right and not live in the middle of Rat Central, PA, you got to pay anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a month. Boy. Even if you was to have your yeah, excuse me, oh somebody, even if excuse me, goddamn, even if you had a good handle and like myself, it's just a couple weeks away and you're gonna be straight. These people have no couple weeks. There's no daylight for them. There is no way I would have been able to stay there without losing a piece of my sanity. Because even in walking through there just to take that tour, for them to show you where everything is at, as soon as I got to my car, I could not wait to pull off. But I refuse to be mad at my mom. I refuse to be mad at my sister. I will not let the devil have his way in making me feel bad. I'm just hurt and disappointed. Mad is when you do something and it's on purpose. I don't think this was on purpose. I think that my mother flipped the script on my sister, and I think um, that in turn made my sister flip the script on the whole plan. But I think that the ultimate responsibility lies on my mom. She not see now. She don't have dementia. She just has control issues. And she's a narcissistic person. She's narcissism. That's why when I listen, oh no, I can't do it. When I listen to people talk about people with narcissism, I know that's my mother. That's the mental part of it. But a narcissistic mother who sees no wrong in what she does, who's getting older and cognitive reason it has gone out the window. Everybody close, nearby, anywhere by her will be ultimately infected, not affected, infected. The abuse is very, very strong. The mental, the emotional, and the psychological abuse is very, very strong. And when you get older and you've been on your own, I left when I was 16. Never had to go back. But I'm so disappointed. Not because I got to go through all of this, right? At least that's the one thing that he made easy for me is to go through this thing right here. I could have stayed and endured all of that, but my sanity, And my mental health is more important. That woman that was in that shelter, it looked like she was every bit of 80. That could have been my mother. That could have been my aunt, you know. And she looked like she was just glad to see somebody normal. But to have to stay in a place like that, it just makes you think different. I don't think I'll ever walk past a homeless person and look at them the same way again. I gotta go. I got a doctor's appointment, so okay. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Wow. I ain't never seen that like this before in my life. I don't think I ever want to see this again. And I'm glad I ain't gotta wait on nobody. To get me no spot because I can get one myself. And this is gonna be over in a couple weeks. I ain't got that much longer. I ain't got that much longer. And it ain't where you live, it's how you live. But nobody will ever be able to infiltrate and change my plans again. And the only person that I would have done it for would have been my mother or my sister. I'm not doing none of that no more. my 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 whole scheme done changed. My whole scheme done changed. I feel bad for anybody that's in a domestic violence situation where they got to go to a shelter. And I feel bad for anybody that's a senior citizen that's over the age of 65 that has to live in a shelter due to rent increases. I will tell y'all that shit is real and it is going on and it's been going on. It's been happening to me a couple times, but I've always been able to regroup and survive. You know what I mean? But the rent situation here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is terrible. And it's in other states too. It's not just in my state. And they're covering it up. The government is snatching people's checks like 40 going north for little to no reason at all. And all I can say is it's like a third world country. I don't know if it's gonna get better, but if it get any worse, yeah, we're gonna look like refugee camps in a minute. That's what we're gonna look like. I hope y'all have a blessed day. If you see somebody homeless, y'all, that look like they ain't on heroin or drugs, if you got $1 to spare, please give them $1, y'all. I will never look at homelessness again the same way again. And in fact, after I get myself back stable, I think I'm going to volunteer. I'm a volunteer to have fun discussions and fun groups, and I'm going to volunteer at one of these homeless shelters. And once I get myself straight, so I can talk to people about how to live in your car and what things you could do to help you become more comfortable in living in your car. I'm going to show people, I'm a creator, how to live in your car kit and what you should buy and the things you should have at minimum cost. Thank you, Renee. This was a hard one though. That last night thing was hard. Somebody. Whew. Somebody gotta help. As soon as I get myself straight, I'm gonna volunteer. I'm gonna volunteer. I'm gonna volunteer and I'm gonna start a not-for-profit organization that's gonna be in a building or something, a storefront or something, where people can come in and actually get help. Like actual factual blankets and shit like that. I think this is my appointment. Hold on, I gotta go. Y'all be nice, y'all be kind, y'all stay blessed. Just remember, each one reach each one. And if you're able to provide any old clothing, especially in the winter coats, boots, gloves, hats, and shoes, please go to your local shelter. And please donate those items to people because they need it. They really do. There's some people that's bad off, y'all. They bad off. They really are. And it's sad to see that in today. It's really sad to see. Thank you, Renee P, for dropping down and saying hey, hi, and hello to your girl. Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to Truth Live coming up. And yeah, if y'all know anybody homeless, seriously, help them. Help them out. Help them out. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out. Ooh, wee.